Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Guess what? Christmas was insane, right? The last few months have been crazy because also, if you guys didn't know, I sell glitter and I also sell vinyl. So on top of that, it's been really crazy, and on the weekends I normally do glitter scoops. So today's tutorial, FYI, I had posted this photo and everybody was obsessed with it. So I decided I was going to show you guys how I made this beautiful glass snow globe. Now, you guys do not have to use the same pattern. If you decide to use the same pattern, it's cool. I'll link it below. I did get it from Creative Fabrica, so it's just a swirl pattern. You can use any kind of pattern you would like. So let's get started and let me show you guys how I did this bad boy. I use UV resin from CCDIY. You're going to need that. You're also going to need a 16-ounce glass Libbey Tumbler and your favorite glitter. I'm using Betrayal from the glitter line that I sell, and your mixture. I like to use 2 parts glycerin, 1 part water. So here I'm going to use Betrayal, which is a chunky purple that I do carry on my website. I will also link my website below for the glitters that I do carry. The next glitter I'm going to use is actually called My Poop Sparkles, but you know, I can't use the curse word, so it's actually, you know what? You'll just find it on the website. It's okay. Here, I'm just going to shake it up a bit to kind of get the glitters going all together. So here, I do like the flow that's a little slower. So in my mixture that I have, I normally do 2 parts glycerin, 1 part water. So I'm just going to pour this in here and kind of move it in between my hands so that the mixture can get down underneath the glitter so that nothing gets stuck to the glass. So here I do like to use a syringe so that I don't have such a big bubble on the top of the cup. I do recommend that you do tilt it just until you get enough of a bubble down to like a dime size. If you do, because I've seen it and I've heard about it, if you decide to get rid of the bubble entirely, the cup can actually burst in your hands. So here's the fun part. What I like to do on this part is when I have gotten to enough that it's filled, I take a syringe that has a skinny point at the end so that I can fill it up as much as I can, just to have a little bit of a dime size of a bubble so that the glitter and the mixture can flow. And now I'm just going to cover the top and kind of shake it a little bit to see how it flows and if I am happy with the bubble. Obviously here I was not happy, so I decided to fill it up just a touch more. And now that I was happy with it, I am going to wipe it down with 99% rubbing alcohol. We're just going to clean it up so that the UV resin and everything sticks to it. So here I am using double-sided tape just so that I can keep the hole as flat and flush as possible, so that once I put my UV resin, it will just sit perfectly right on top and you won't have to worry about later about your cup being wobbly. And now that your cup is fully prepped and ready to go, we are going to seal it with UV resin. I am going to speed it up here. I do use the light for about 2 to 3 minutes to make sure that it's fully cured and you won't have to worry about anything leaking or being crazy later. Just make sure that you do a thin coat so that it can fully cure perfectly and evenly. And now it is perfect so that we can go ahead and put the vinyl on it. So here I had already put it in my Cameo 4 and I had already cut it out. So now we're just going to cut it down to size so that I can apply it to the tumbler. When you are applying your transfer tape, make sure that you really squeegee it really well so that it comes right off of the backing and stays onto the transfer tape, so that when you put it on your cup, it is easier for you to apply it. And now that we have it on the transfer tape, we are going to take the tumbler and we are going to apply the decals to the tumbler. And just make sure you want to press really hard so that the transfer tape comes right off of the vinyl and you don't have an issue trying to remove it. So before we get to the spray paint part, I like to tape the top off with some painter's tape so that I don't have to worry about crazy cleanup later. All right guys, so here we're gonna take this outside and it is a well ventilated area. You do not want to spray paint in your home. And here I am just taking the spray paint and I am applying it probably about a good foot away And I'm angling the cup so that you don't have a crazy demarcation line between both colors. You want them to flow and you want them to sit perfectly and flow into one another. And then this is the moment where I knew I fucked up. So I actually had most of the video recorded and I was basically almost done with this tutorial, and then I dropped the cup. Yeah, I didn't know whether I was gonna laugh or cry at the same time. I had no clue, but here we are. This is a brand new cup, and now we are weeding the vinyl out. Now that I've removed all of the vinyl, I'm going to remove the painter's tape and we're gonna get on to the next step. So let's move on to the next step. You are going to take part B first, always, because it is thinner, and then you're gonna take part A and you're gonna mix, mix, mix for at least 2 minutes. The only reason I say 2 minutes is because Counterculture, with their epoxy, it's only a 2-minute mixture and it will become clear once you have it fully mixed. So this is where I decided I was gonna add a little sparkle to the epoxy. This is actually Moonstone. I do carry it in my shop. It is a beautiful white iridescent glitter. And on top of that, I did not mention, but I also do carry the Libbey glass cups in my shop as well, and I will link it below for you guys. And now that it's ready to go, we're going to apply it to our cup, and this is a fast set. So Counterculture does have a fast set where it will dry to the touch in about 2 hours, and it does cure 24 hours later. You always want to make sure that your cup is fully covered, and then about a minute or two later, you want to hit it a little bit with a heat gun on a low heat, just to make sure that it does not have any bubbles, and it will cure perfectly. And there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Have a great one, guys. Bye.